Good afternoon, America. I've been away for a while, a little staycation, and then just, trying to reinvent myself. But your boy, Lex Anderson, aka Mr. Anderson, is back with the Sports Opinion Log. I like to label myself as the true American, holding this Yankee fitted with the American flag. And today I will discuss the Colin Kaepernick situation. When I had first started reading about Colin Kaepernick's situation with him not standing for the anthem, I at first was on some, how dare he, who does he think he is, spoiled athlete, all types of irrational stuff ultimately, until I came across a good read in the Daily News. As I'm going through my iPad, sorry for the glare. There was a great article in the Daily News that I read on August 29th about what Kaepernick had really said about there being bodies in the street and people getting paid leave and getting away with murder. And basically, it made me think back to what the heart of the matter is. And the heart of the matter is that Kaepernick is putting himself out there to take a stand, unlike most athletes. But then again, it isn't even most athletes. The problem is that a lot of us want our athletes to say something, to do something. And then when they do, like Kaepernick, and I rather point him out because the stakes are more higher on his side, we bash them for being spoiled, rich, out of touch. Some people are even using his race, being half African American and half white, as him being out of touch. But the point is that there are matters of brutality that need to be addressed, and us as African Americans should be standing behind Kaepernick. Unlike Russell Wilson, who loves the flag too much to take a stance the way he has or is currently doing. You even have military personnel agreeing with his stance. And as of a couple of days ago, his jersey's like the highest selling jersey, which obviously wouldn't be the case if people hated what he's doing so much. But the reason why I'm also making this post is because I saw on Facebook, excuse me, a screenshot of white people who were tweeting at Kaepernick with hashtag using the N-word. And honestly, I wish I had saved that screenshot because it was honestly disgusting. He's not bothering anybody. He's taking a stance. But white people with their racist behavior, which has to be acknowledged, they're very disrespectful. Like, do you really have to tweet at someone using hashtag the N-word because he's sitting or kneeling when the anthem's being played? I mean, that's wrong on all levels of humanity. So I am making this post to say that Colin Kaepernick, I respect your decision. And if there's a chance that I go to a Yankee game before the season's over, I too will take your stance and probably just step out of my seat and kneel somewhere in the concourse, because it is the right thing to do. And we in the African American community need to band together and support him, because he's definitely taking more of a stance than fellow professional athletes like Melo and Chris Paul. Not LeBron, because LeBron, he's done his share. But let's face it, the ESPYS speech did nothing for us. When you heard about the racist rants from Donald Sterling, former owner of the NBA Clippers, you would think that people who protect their brands like Chris Paul and Blake Griffin would have taken a real stand and would not have played that playoff game. But they did. That didn't change anything. In case you do or don't know, when an NBA player has a average salary of $20 million a year, that's just for the regular season. When you go to the playoffs, you get a playoff stipend for every round that you advance in. Can you imagine the ramifications if Chris Paul and Blake Griffin day of the Allstate and Kia commercials had chosen to not play in that one playoff game, it would have lived in memory, because so many players are so commercial driven, protecting their brand, but they're not even champions. But they could have been champions for the African American community if they had chosen to lose a playoff check and not play for Donald Sterling, again, the former racist owner of the Los Angeles Clippers, turning your jerseys inside out and putting them on center court. So what? What has that done for us? It's done nothing. Just like that lame ESPYS award speech. What has that done? Has that changed anything for us in society? No, it hasn't. But Colin Kaepernick and the athletes standing by him, that's going to create the real change. This is Mr. Anderson signing out, and I thank you for the views.